Hello everybody and welcome to the live stream. I hope you guys are having a great evening. It is a cold and rainy night here in Nashville, Tennessee. January 31st, 2023, the last day of the first month of the new year, and we have a lot going on right now as we get set for the first NASCAR race weekend of the year. The Busch Light Clash coming up this weekend from Los Angeles, California at the LA Memorial Coliseum. First of all, thank you to all of you who are in the chat here tonight. We got Blue Jimmy 48 fan. We got Pat Modi in the chat. Shugs beam me up. Shugs, how'd you get on here? How are you typing with your little paws? What they say here? Daddy, I don't want you to talk to all those people on the TV. Come talk to me. Oh, okay, well, Shugs, you wake me up at 3 a.m. for food, so you can get over it, little boy. Whoever's run that account, I appreciate it. That's very funny. Robert Lenoy, good to see you in the chat. Dr. Pepper76, Jar Jar Binks, good to see you as always. Hey, Peter Strada, good to see you, man. Hope to see you at some of the races this year. Dalton D, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate everyone here who's in the chat here tonight. Let's get into it. We don't got much to talk about, just me and you one-on-one, but it is a new season of NASCAR. Let's talk about some of those top storylines real quick going into this year. First of all, Kevin Harvick. This is going to be his final season. Now, last year we thought it was going to be his teammate Eric Almirola's final season. Now, hey, we could see him for 3 or 4 more years at this point. But it is going to be Kevin Harvick's last season. I don't see him pulling an Almirola and sticking around longer. So, yeah. Kevin Harvick won the first race that I ever attended. And that was the 2009 Scotts Turf Builder 300. And it's going to be sad to see Kevin Harvick go away this year. I'm sure there's a lot of Kevin Harvick fans in the chat. I know we have the running joke, Kevin Harvick cheater boy and all that. But, it's going to be different without Kevin Harvick, but I think he's at the point now where he's ready to just step in and be kind of a dad role full time to CallIn, and I think this year is just the right time. And yeah, Hunter Nixon Fishing says in the chat it's going to be an emotional year for me as a Harvick fan. I understand, man. I was right there with you back in 2017 as a junior fan. It was a hard time for me too. Yeah, Blue Jimmy 48 fan saying he's waiting for the doo-doo head comments to come in. Yeah, there is some that didn't like him. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Speaking of not liking people, Kyle Busch, he has a new ride this year, number 8 for Richard Childress Racing. Sponsorship appears to be no issue for the 8 team of Kyle Busch this year. And he's got plenty of sponsorship money coming into his team. A lot of it's kind of left over from RCR from last year. But I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. If you have been following along with my season predictions series that we started here on the channel for 2023 season, I predict Kyle Busch to actually win the Daytona 500 this year. I think he can do it with RCR. How many races he wins this year? Just have to wait and see on that series to find out. Blue Jimmy 48 fan said, and there it is. And yep, Jar Jar Banks said, well, I'm not gonna really read that, but he's needless to say he's not really a Harvick fan. Zach on the Trek said that he cried when he heard about Dale Jr. retirement, and he's gonna miss happy Kevin Harvick. So if you are a Kevin Harvick fan, you're gonna like something I'm gonna work on this year. Back in 2020 when it was Chip Ganassi Racing's final year, and we knew that going into it. Or going there towards the end, I started working on the Chip Ganassi Racing Rise and Fall video. I'm not going to do a Rise and Fall on Kevin Harvick because that doesn't fit there. It doesn't fit into the What Happened series. I'm going to make a special one-off video. I'm going to work hard on this one, and it might take me many months to get it done right, the way I want it to get it done. But I'm going to make Happy Forever. That's the number 4, and then EVER, Happy Forever. Kevin Harvick story. It's what I'm going to title that video. When it comes out, don't know, probably at the end of the year. So you'll have to stay tuned for that one. That'll be a good special treat video towards the end of the 2023 season. As far as this season goes, I'm not going to be going to a race for a little bit. Me and my wife, we went to the Clash last year. We're not going to the Clash this year. We're not going to the Daytona 500, unfortunately. Did apply for media credentials, and although I haven't heard back yes or no for that, at this point, I can't justify the travel cost. It's kind of snuck up on us. We haven't heard a yes or no answer from Daytona or NASCAR on that. So at this point, I can't make the trip. Cost of flights are too high, cost of rental cars are too high, and good luck finding a place to stay at this point that's, inexpensive. So that's not a trip I can make this year. So I'm seeing that this year the races are going to start for us at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're planning to go cover Atlanta this year, and then going to be a busy spring for me. Fishing season. As most of y'all know, I love competitive bass fishing. I do it competitively, and also we've been doing some videos on it here and there. I don't know if you've seen any of those, but they've been flying under the radar. Go figure with NASCAR channel. But myself, my fishing season actually starts not this weekend, but the weekend after. My first tournament's going to be on Lake Chickamauga on February 11th, and then the month after that, March 11th, we have another one coming up at Dale Hollow Lake, and we're actually going to be covering the biggest tournament in bass fishing this year, the Bassmasters Classic. We're looking forward to that, to giving fishing fans some good coverage, some good behind-the-scenes coverage and interviews from the biggest fishing tournament of the year. Really looking forward to that. It's in Knoxville, Tennessee. I grew up basically right there in that area, so I'm looking forward to going back to Knoxville and covering that tournament. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Someone said, are any of the other guys from the podcast, I'm assuming, going to the Daytona 500? I don't know for sure on that. Maybe Eric is, but I don't know for sure if he's going or not. But I can't speak for them either. Let's see. Yeah, Dr. Pepper said, sorry you had to cancel Daytona. It's just unfortunate. It is what it is. The YouTube thing is still, weird places with all that. So haven't been told no, but haven't been told yes. So, but at this point, I just couldn't afford it. If you know anything about YouTube, it's a limited budget when you're a channel this size. So you work with what you got. You don't want to spend too much. It's business at the end of the day. That's all this really is. But anyways, yeah, that's basically my little rundown. As y'all know, this is kind of a fun stream here. We will read off any super chats that come in. We'll read those off at the 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time for me here in Middle Tennessee. So that's coming up here actually pretty soon. So yeah, at that time period, we will look and see if there's any super chats to be talked about. But in the meantime, if you're new, if you just happen to be new here and you haven't subscribed yet, hey, give us a like, subscribe, and click the notification bell, because we talk about a lot of NASCAR stuff here on this YouTube channel. And, we'd like to have you on board for more of these live streams in the future. The NASCAR Weekly Podcast, I'm part of that. That is going to be coming up tomorrow on the Icebergs channel. So basically this time tomorrow we'll be on the Iceberg Live. So be sure to stop by and check us out for that. And we'll have it back on this channel and in hardly any time. And what this call-in stream is, and this is something I'm going to start doing probably pretty much every week during the NASCAR season. You'll be able to call in and talk NASCAR for me. It's called Let's Talk NASCAR. It's not DannyBTalks NASCAR. It's Let's Talk NASCAR, because I want to talk to some of you guys. I want to have some real conversations here instead of just talking to hear myself talk. So with that being said, I'm going to send the invite chat here actually pretty early for this live stream, and because I really don't have too much to talk about. The Clash is coming up this weekend. I think Kyle Larson's going to win that, if you want to know my prediction for that. And with that being said, I'm about to put the live stream, not live stream, the Zoom call link in the chat. It'll be the pinned comment in the chat. And mods, if you don't care, please take care of the chat. See something there needs to go. But yeah, if you will help me out with that tonight, I appreciate that, mods. Thank you, Spencer. And with that being said, there goes the link, and I'm going to replace it as the pinned message. And don't worry, I can control who gets in and who doesn't in this. And we're going to take good care of this. And we're going to start off with a good friend of ours, a good mod of the channel. We're going to bring in Blue Jimmy 48 Fan. Remember, you will not be able to be seen, but I'll be able to hear you and talk to you. So we're going to go ahead and bring Blue Jimmy in here and get him dialed up. And let me make sure. Last time we did this, there was some trouble with not being able to hear people. So Blue Jimmy is connecting to his audio real quick. And let me make sure that I'm not going to have... Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I can hear. Wait.
I can hear you, and you're coming up good. It looks like you're coming up good in the stream, so they should be able to hear you too.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I can't hear you at the same. I can't hear you first. And hang on 1 second.
That's weird because we can hear you.
Okay, there we go. I had to fix something on the Zoom, but yeah,
And you,
but
you and you can hear me all right too.
yep,
All right,
yep,
hey,
all good.
how's it going, man?
Everything's going pretty well. I mean, well, I fortunately you said that you weren't going to be at Daytona, and
Yeah, it's
well,
just the reality of. I'd love it. They could come back and honestly, because I looked up the details on it. They said the application deadline for us is February 3rd, and I'm like, I still haven't heard yes or no. But if they came back after February 3rd and said you're approved, I'll just have to say, sorry guys, give up my seat because I figured I was denied at this point, and couldn't get the. It's too expensive to travel at this point, and just tell them honestly, give it to someone else.
yeah, I totally feel yeah. But yeah, I'm absolutely excited for this new season of NASCAR. I'm absolutely excited as well for the podcast tomorrow night. I
Yes.
believe this will be my second or third season working the chat for you guys, so it's definitely going to be
And
a
but and
yeah.
by the way,
Go
we
ahead.
we appreciate that every time. You don't have to do that, but we appreciate that you're willing to do that. And it as you can see from one particular commenter who's already been said goodbye to tonight, it does get pretty crazy in these live stream chats.
Yeah, that's yeah. Obviously, it's my way of saying my way of saying thank you. I mean, for all that you do for the NASCAR Yahtzee community. I mean, I've been watching you guys for several years now, and you guys have helped me through a lot. Even through some pretty difficult days I've been dealing with.
Hmm.
Especially with me getting through college and everything. So yeah, I mean, just it'd be my way of thanking you guys for all that you do.
Well, we appreciate that, man. So let's talk some NASCAR here. What are some of your thoughts? First of all, what's your thoughts on Jimmy coming back this year?
I'm absolutely excited that my hero's coming back to the sport.
That
You know, I mean,
you don't have to settle for another driver to root for now.
well, yeah, I mean, for the past 2 years, I mean, I did I was rooting for Kyle Larson, and well, actually, Larson was going to be my next driver after Jimmy quote unquote semi-retired back in 2020.
He took a
Um,
break. He took a break.
yeah, let's just call it that. But yeah, I'm just absolutely excited, that my hero's coming back, on a partial schedule. He's I just like the fact that he's now doing the races that he's running his own schedule now. He doesn't have to worry about, I don't really think he has much left to accomplish, but I mean he's racing at his own pace now, and I'm just happy he's doing what he wants to do. And now that he's also part owner in with Richard Petty. I mean that whole news that totally came out of left field for me, and I remember watching you guys say that on the podcast, and I was just in absolute disbelief for like about an hour until yeah until I officially read it on social media and everything.
Yep.
So yeah, that was quite shocking, but
So you're excited to have him back, but what would you say your expectations are? Do you think he's going to do good, or what do you think?
I mean, obviously, being the diehard Jimmy Johnson fan that I am, I definitely would love to see him if he can pull off a Daytona 500 win. Um,
I
realistically,
do predict he will get the pole for it. I think that's going to happen.
that's a possibility, but you never know because Hendrick cars they're always fast, and whenever qualifying rolls around at Daytona, so you never know if Bowman's possibly going to get another front row start. I think he's going on for what, five or six
Six.
straight six
He's
straight
had it
five
for five in
hundreds.
a year since he came to Hendrick.
Yeah, that's I don't think I've ever seen a feat like that for qualifying. I don't think
Yep.
ever. But yeah, getting back to Jimmy. I think if he runs like probably like 15th to 20th, I think I'll definitely be happy with that. I don't think he's going to be in contention for for top fives or top tens. But I think as long as he, as long as he finishes, like I said, he finishes the race, keeps the car clean. I think probably top 20 isn't totally out of the question.
Yep.
For the few races that he'll be participating in.
Okay. It looks like Darian must be done with his stream because now people are saying like BFM raid and there's Darian in the chat. So good to see them here.
Yeah, I was on Darian's chat earlier. So yeah. Hi, Darian.
Yeah, happy 5 years on YouTube. Happy 5 years on YouTube for me. I've been on YouTube now for 5 years too. So pretty cool. We started about the same time. Well, hey man, I'm gonna let you go. We'll bring someone else in here, but it's good chatting with you, and I'm sure we'll probably have you on for one of these again in the future.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the podcast and tomorrow night. It's gonna be a lot of fun working the chat. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. And unfortunately you won't be at Daytona, but I don't know. Maybe you might see some familiar face there for the very first time in a couple weeks.
Ooh. All right. Well, hey, take
but
care,
yeah.
man.
Yep. See y'all chat tomorrow for the podcast.
All right. Bye bye. All right. Appreciate him for coming in here. And we're going to move now. We're going to bring in Alex Luft into the chat, or into the Zoom call, per se. Not chat. Alex is joining now. We'll see if he's able to connect up to the audio and talk with us here for a little bit. Talk some NASCAR with us. Alex, are you there?
I'm clear, Danny. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, Alex?
Doing all right. Not too bad.
All right. Anything NASCAR you want to talk about with me for a little bit?
You said that Kevin Harvick won the first race you've been to. Same here, 2006 Watkins Glen.
Uh-huh.
And I remember my favorite driver finished second, Tony Stewart. I was disappointed for a long time afterwards.
I bet.
And yeah, at the same time though, you can't win them all. Would have helped him in '06 for the chase.
Yeah.
Other than that though, let's see. I'm also going to the throwback race in Darlington.
Oh, that'll be fun. I've never been to Darlington. Have you been there before?
Nope, first time.
Oh, well, have fun. And definitely, take it all in and enjoy it. I haven't been to a race at Darlington. I do got to say, I stopped on my way to a family vacation, and we just looked at the outside of the speedway from there.
Yep, a friend of mine a few months ago, just wasn't there for Bristol because the season was over, but showing me some pictures.
Gotcha. Any predictions for the upcoming season?
Hopefully, honestly, I've noticed a pattern. Even years, my current guy, Logano's in title championship for odd years, not so much.
Uh-huh.
I predict the same this year. I tend to notice little patterns like that. Like I predicted, Christopher Bell was going to win the title, admittedly because of the because he won in Martinsville.
Yeah, definitely. He had me thinking he could do it.
Felt pretty silly afterwards.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
go
you're
ahead.
saying?
No, go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, felt pretty silly. And hopefully, I'm wrong about my Logano prediction.
All right. Well, Alex, I got a few more people that's waiting in the waiting room here, so we're gonna go ahead and let you go, and you enjoy the rest of your evening. Appreciate you stopping by and chatting a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
One more thing. It's Judgment Day for the Judgment Day. Look out, Finn Balor.
Oh, yes, fellow WWE fan. Alex, you take care. I'll talk a little bit about some wrestling here when we go here from now. So yeah, if you didn't catch this reference, I'm also a big wrestling fan. Me, my wife, and Darian, we got together. We watched the Royal Rumble. That was a fun show. Cody Rhodes come back from the injury, won the Royal Rumble. The Sami Zayn stuff, if you haven't been following any of that, was a good payoff to that. And looking forward to seeing what happens next and all of that. And WrestleMania should be a fun show this year. Hopefully I can go to one of those one day. I haven't got a chance yet. I was supposed to go in 2020, but we all know what happened in 2020. Benjamin Spencer, we're going to bring him into the chat here now. Benjamin coming in. And give us just a second here to get Benjamin in here. Oh, I hear myself, Benjamin.
Oh, Misa, sorry, you was a here, Misa thing. Misa trying to fix Misa.
I didn't want to give it away. I knew who this name was right off the bat. This is Jar Jar Binks, if you don't know that.
Oh, Misa, happy days. I found out these are thing.
Yeah. Well, hey, talk to me in your real voice for a little bit. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
What are you looking forward to this year of NASCAR?
I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to progress with the next gen. I'm hoping that they're really gonna fix the short track package. That's my biggest hope. I'm obviously, as you all know, I go to Martinsville. That's my home track, living in Winston-Salem. So,
gotcha. So you're near Winston-Salem. Are you getting to go to all the races in North Carolina, or what are you doing this year?
I might try to go to the 600. I couldn't afford North Wilkes, and they just sold up real quick.
Hey,
but
don't worry about it, dude. I couldn't justify it either. I gotta admit, I couldn't justify paying the asking price when I was only going to get to go for one day. I just couldn't, and so don't feel bad about that. They were asking a pretty penny, but it's a high demand race, and I get that.
Yeah, I understood that. I might try to go to 600 or the Roval, but yeah, I'll definitely be at both Martinsvilles, and I might actually try to get to New Hampshire. I'll be up in New England around that time, so I might try to go up to New Hampshire as well.
Well, I might be working New Hampshire, but I am planning to go to New Hampshire. Whether or not I'm working or there as a fan, I should be at the race at New Hampshire this year.
Awesome. Yeah, I've never been up there, so it seems like a pretty area too. So I've been looking up forward to going up there.
Me and Claudia, we went on a trip there in 2020. During COVID times, a lot more restrictions, but we went there in the fall of 2020. Very beautiful in the fall, by the way. Just got to say that. The colors in New England are great in the fall. If anyone can ever go up there in the fall, I recommend it because it's just a beautiful trip up there. We stopped outside the track there at New Hampshire, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'll be on the Cape at that time, so it's a quick drive from there, so that'll be good.
So tell me what your thoughts are on this. So we're thinking about doing this kind of trip. So you got New Hampshire, and then you've got on Thursday SRX at Thunder Road Speed Bowl, I think is the name of that track, and then Pocono right after that.
I won't be up there that long. I got to get back to work, but I might try to do the SRX race.
Yeah, there's no SRX here in Nashville this year, but I do like the SRX series. So we were kind of just looking at the way the schedule fell, and it's like, well, that one might work out to go do it.
Yeah, that I would say do it if you can. I've seen that. I've seen stuff on that track. It looks like a cool track.
Yeah, we watched some YouTube videos of it. It looks like it's a very fun track. I was going to say it's 8:30, and I said I was originally going to talk about super chats, but there is no super chats to talk about, so that's fine. But we're gonna keep talking NASCAR. Hey, Mr. Jar Jar Binks, I will ask you this now. I'm talking to Jar Jar. Should I let in this next person named the Iceberg?
Oh, you should let he's in. He's gonna be more excited when he's hears from Misa again tomorrow.
Well, Benjamin, I'm gonna let you go and probably let him in just because. But I'm gonna mute the audio for you guys in case this is a fake iceberg. I don't think it is, but I'm gonna do that just in case. But Benjamin, you take care.
Oh, you take care too.
All right, bye. All right, again, I'm gonna mute the OBS audio so in case this isn't really Jarrett, but we'll see. I think it's him, but we'll see. Nope, I don't think it's really him. Oh, it is you.
I'm just here to spread the truth of McDowell supremacy.
So I thought it wasn't him because I don't see him. I just see the rainbow bars of death, and I thought it was a fake him. I thought it was a fake Jarrett for a second.
I'll try and turn on the camera. Let's see. I think I
gosh.
got it. There, I got it.
I mean, it's not like they can see you either, but I saw that name and I was like, I don't know if this is really him or not, but
No, I saw you were streaming. I'm like, geez, I'm sitting at the desk right now. Might as well.
so this is a good time to plug podcast tomorrow on your channel. What are we looking forward to tomorrow, Jarrett?
Oh, well, let me pull up the itinerary. How about that? Let me see. Well, we got a good amount. I mean, there was, nothing really major coming out today. There's a retirement or two, bunch of contracts that might determine the next decade and a half of the sport.
Boring.
Denny Hamlin's future, some race in a football stadium, and maybe a few new things that we add to the show this year. I don't know. So it's nothing major.
It's gonna be a good time as always.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But I just want to spread the truth of McDowell's supremacy. It is alive and well, and I think he'll be a 18-time winner this year and win the championship.
Gonna be impossible without that crew chief.
Yeah, I have to say I'm pretty jealous that because I've like unironically become a Michael McDowell fan now, and so as soon as I like actually get invested, my new driver loses a really good crew chief. So I gotta say I'm intrigued with how Bowman's going to do this year, and I'm a little worried about how old Mikey's going to do.
So I have to laugh because before I started this, I saw a comment in Darian's stream that said Danny Bowman has a stream tonight, and it made me laugh because people just relate me being a Bowman fan, and if they don't know my last name, they just say the B stands for Bowman, so it's Danny Bowman. I worked in car sales with a guy named Danny Bowman.
Dude, I think you should just like lean into it and just embrace it and just go with it and have some fun with it. That's what I've done with the McDowell stuff.
Hi, I'm Alex's brother. I'm Danny Bowman.
You're his cousin from Tennessee.
Yes, I'm his redneck cousin from Tennessee. Yes.
Well, I won't hold up too much more time because I know there's people that probably want to get in here.
Yeah,
but,
I think there's like 10, 11 people in the waiting room.
So I'll see you in about 23 hours, give or take.
Sounds about right.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one. I'll keep watching.
All right, bye, Jared.
Deuces.
All right, good to see that was the real iceberg, Jarrett Lundberg. We're going to go to Hunter's iPhone. This might be Hunter Nixon, maybe. Hunter is connecting to the audio. See if it works. Hunter, are you there? Hunter. You there, Hunter? It's like Hunter doesn't have a microphone. Sorry, Hunter. Goodbye. Sorry. Feel bad. Let's move on to no tires, just gas. Let's bring them in here. No tires, just gas. Give it just a second.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going? Oh, I hear an echo.
Sorry, it's just the mic. Sorry.
It's all good. How's your night?
I'm doing well. I just turned 17 yesterday.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What are you looking forward to with the season this year? I tell you what, I'm hearing an echo really bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I might have to go because I really just am hearing it the whole time. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, not trying to be mean. I see the echo coming back on the stream too.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
It's all right.
Do you have headphones or anything?
I'm using like a headset that's like with a mic here. I'm just trying to talk normally, okay?
Okay, yeah. It's like I hear the audio coming back somehow. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might be the headset or something.
Possibly. Well, tell you what, I don't want to just kick you out, so give me your biggest, well, I don't hear the echo anymore. Give me your biggest hot take for this year's season.
Well, I could see Chastain like try like maybe 4 or 5 wins, maybe not like Larson type, maybe just pull it in like maybe like a Larson type, not 10 wins. It's not gonna happen. But my winner for the Clash is gonna be Ryan Preece. He's an inspiration to us all, like what Jimmy said.
Yes.
He did really good there last year, so I could see him winning. And then for the Daytona 500, I could see Denny Hamlin trying to get number 4.
I could see that too. I don't predict it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. What are that's your biggest hot takes? What are things you're looking forward to seeing the most this year? You know, obviously with Jimmy Johnson coming back, a lot of new faces in the sport. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm really looking forward to seeing how Noah Gragson is going to do in the Legacy Motor Club now that Jimmy Johnson owns it. And I wanted to see how Kyle Busch does in his new ride at RCR. And maybe Reddick could have a breakout season.
I'm predicting both of those guys to have at least 1 win this year. I'm thinking Reddick gets 2 this year at least.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right. No tires, just gas. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know you has anything else, but appreciate you stopping by. And is there anything else you'd like to say before you get out?
I just want to say, I have a big announcement going. I am going to the Coca-Cola 600 this year.
Nice. Have fun. I went to the one in 2018. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope it's a lot of fun. We just booked our hotel.
Awesome. Well, you have fun, and I appreciate you stopping by to join in on one of these live streams.
Thank you. All
right, you take care.
Bye.
Bye. I am glad she got her audio fixed out there. I stopped hearing the echo because I really feel bad if I have to let anyone go. Like when Hunter, his microphone wasn't picking up, I feel bad about doing that, and hate to do that. Someone asked who is this? It was No Tires, Just Gas. Appreciate her for stopping by. Let's talk to Dalton. That seems like an interesting name. Let's bring Dalton in. Dalton's connecting to the audio. Give Dalton just a second. Hey Dalton, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How's it going, Dalton?
Oh man, I'm doing pretty good tonight. It's it's been a pretty rainy day today.
What part of the country are you from?
Oh, I'm in Georgia, man.
All right, well, you and your Bulldogs did good this year.
Oh yeah, I totally rubbed it in. I rubbed it in the Alabama fans' faces at my school.
Hey, us Tennessee fans could do that too. So.
Oh no! I love Tennessee just as much. My dad's a Tennessee fan. It's complex.
Well, I ain't here to talk college football. Let's talk some NASCAR. What should we talk about here for a few minutes?
I posted something in the chat earlier. I did say I did have like a couple of spicy takes. I think I have for the 2023 season.
Lay 'em on me.
All right. Well, first things first, I personally think Kyle Busch will at least get about maybe 5 wins. I think joining this new team, I think him joining RCR has lit a spark in him because after the interviews he had after doing the CODA testing, I mean, that's like a completely different Kyle Busch I've seen there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a new man.
I'm thinking, I predicted the 500. I don't know if he'll get many more other than that, but I think he's at least going to get 1 win with RCR this year.
Yeah, if he doesn't get the 5 wins, because I'm a little bit crazy about these takes here. If he don't get 5, I know he'll at least get 1.
Well, that's at least one hot take. What are the other ones you got?
I don't know how much of a hot take I'd call this one, but I do think I am maybe a little biased, but I think Chase is going to win the title this year, 100%.
Okay.
I think he's a little bit mad from last year. I think he's ready to run it back and do it again, and maybe this time win it without getting wrecked.
All right. Breaking news here, folks. Man from Georgia thinks Chase Elliott wins the championship. Shocker, I know.
Oh, yeah. I know. Such a shocker. I mean, the most breaking news on earth. And in related news, water is wet.
Yes, it is. And right now we're getting a lot of wet water here in Tennessee, and it's freezing. It's freezing to the ground. So if you are in Tennessee, Western Tennessee especially, in Middle Tennessee. Be safe out there if you have to drive in the morning. So just throwing that out there. Dalton, anything else? We do have some more people in the waiting room, but anything else before while we're talking?
Not really. Go Chase, go Dogs. It's fun being in here, man.
All right. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll do more of these probably every week. And when the season gets going, we'll have a lot more to talk about. But appreciate you stopping by for the first one of the 2023 season.
Heck yeah, brother. See you, man.
Take care, Dalton. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. We got some more people waiting here. We're going to go bring in this guy named Steven. We're going to bring in Steven into the Zoom call with me now. Steven is joining. Waiting on Steven. Give Steven just a second here, folks. Steven's muted his microphone. Oh, there he is. Hey, Steven, you there?
Yep.
All right, how's it going, Steven?
It's doing all right.
All right, pretty good to hear. What do you want to talk about? The season's just about to begin here. Anything we need to talk about?
I don't know. I'm pretty excited for it. I don't know, there was just a lot that happened, I guess, even though it didn't seem like it might have. I know, like, a lot of the silly season stuff didn't seem like it would be too much, but then we get some big news drops.
It's been a busy off season in a sense, but at the same time, not as maybe groundbreaking like announcements as one might think.
Yeah, something I've been interested in was all the rule changes today. I saw that they kind of brought up. I wasn't expecting really anything to happen, so I was pretty happy about most of them. I think the only one I didn't really like was the no points requirement on a win for the playoffs. I kind of wish they kept that.
Yeah.
But I think that the no stage cautions will be really good at road courses, and I expect that within a couple years they'll bring that full circle to every track. At least I hope they do.
Yeah, and I think that's going to do good to really make those races interesting. Before, stage cautions, we saw races come down to fuel mileage, Meixsell, what decided to win and that. And it's honestly kind of fun in road course races to an extent. But then, like during the days, especially Sonoma, how many races did we see just get stretched out and have these ridiculous like gaps of people, that was ultimately due to the stage breaks. You thought maybe it wouldn't do that, but I think it made it worse in all reality.
Yeah, I think so too. I didn't really like seeing any of those strategy calls, like mostly at road courses where you'd have guys go in, but I do like seeing the strategy overall, so I think this will help. I think it was in Eric's video earlier I was watching. He was talking about how you still might have this strategy at road courses, only it's not going to have that result of flipping the entire field, which I think will be a good result to have.
Yeah. And then you talk about the rule changes, of course. Hope you enjoyed the Hail Melon when it happened, because you'll never see it again, because that is now a penalty if you try that. It's going to they're basically going to take away time from you if you do that. So that's, reality. That's a Ross Chastain rule. We all figured it would happen, but now there it is.
Yeah, I don't think it was the wrong call by them necessarily either.
No, not at all.
And I think it was good while it happened. It was, well within the rules too. So when it happened, but definitely seemed like a better call to just kind of let that go and let Ross have his moment there.
Definitely.
Let it be his, whatever.
Definitely. Well, Steven, sorry for saying your name wrong there, but I've been asking people this all night. Give me your biggest hot take going into this new season.
I think that kind of the Chevys as a whole will take a step back, I feel like. Kind of the last few years, it seemed, especially like Hendrick, they've been pretty, feels like dominant. And I know towards the end of last year, it wasn't quite the same, so I think that'll kind of continue, second year with a new car, a lot of teams switching.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not as bullish on Kyle, with RCR and all them. I think that it won't be quite as hot, at least out the gates. I'm sure he'll figure it out with them. He always does. Definitely interested to see how it goes, though, with this second year stuff. I'm excited to see how the next gen car goes. I think that the mile and a half will stay how they are, kind of be very exciting races, all things considered.
Yeah.
They do, because that was a welcome surprise last year from what it was with the previous package.
Definitely. Well, Steven, we're gonna let you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Appreciate you watching the live stream. Appreciate you stopping in and chatting with me tonight. And you have a good rest of your night, and enjoy the Clash this weekend.
I absolutely will. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye bye. All right, we're gonna bring in now a name I've seen here in this waiting room for a while, Cousin Rowdy. We're gonna bring Cousin Rowdy in here. Hopefully, our rowdy cousin doesn't get too rowdy here tonight. I'm assuming they're probably a Kyle Busch fan based on this name, but maybe I'm wrong. Cousin Rowdy, are you there? Cousin Rowdy. Going once for Cousin Rowdy. Going twice for Cousin Rowdy.
Hello.
Oh, there you are, finally. Microphone connection issues, I guess.
No, I just haven't, excuse me, done this on my tablet before.
Ah, gotcha. Well, Cousin Rowdy, with that name, I have to ask, are you a Rowdy fan?
Yeah, but you actually have met me by another name.
Oh, okay. What is the other name?
PT and Billy.
Ah, okay. I have met you multiple times. How's life? Where you moved to now?
I'm actually back in Nashville. Things didn't quite work out for me down there.
Gotcha. I'm sorry to hear that. But, hey, I look forward to seeing you at some of the races around here. So, is it freezing rain where you're at?
It's been mixed. I'm assuming it's probably freezing rain by now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was coming back from the gym, and it was like not really icy on the roads, but I could tell it was getting on my truck pretty good. And definitely was like, yep, about ready to get home and get out of this for a while.
Hopefully you put your wipers up.
It's okay. I work from home. I don't got to worry about it. But let's talk about this season. Your man, Kyle Busch, is in the 8 car now. What are you looking forward to this year with that?
Hopefully a better season than last year. As you know, Dalton Good, I've been hanging out with him. We were both not enjoying that last stretch of last season.
I can imagine.
I honestly, I think he'll probably do better at the speedways, the super speedways this year with RCR.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think he could probably get 2 or 3 in there.
Yeah, I could say that. Where would you predict it to happen?
I know he's okay. He's good at Nashville. Let's see.
And of course, the biased fan and you would love to see it happen in Nashville.
I don't really know because he's won everywhere.
Yeah. But he hasn't won a Daytona 500.
Yet.
He's my prediction for this year, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been listening on my TV to the whole show.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like this is his year. You know, if it's not this year, it would be cool if he won it next year because in 04 the 8 won and in 2014 the 88 won, and it would be kind of cool if in 2024 the 8 won again. But I think it's going to happen this year instead.
That would kind of be cool. Like poetry, it rhymes, but I mean, honestly, it probably could happen in the next couple of years. Obviously, it's any team getting a Kyle Busch type of driver, you will grow that team.
Yeah. Well, you're the second to last caller tonight. This stream only goes for an hour. We're actually reaching the top of the hour, and I hate to say this, there's 11 people in the waiting room that we're not going to be able to get to tonight. That's why we're going to have to start making this a weekly series so we can get more people in the future. We're going to take one last caller after you. But before you go, give me your biggest hot take and one last thing you want to say before you go.
My hot take: Haley Deegan is going to win a couple races for Thorsport.
Ooh, okay. We'll wait and see on that one.
This is her chance to prove herself. That's
true. She is at the point where she needs to, show us what she's got.
And one last thing before I go, I decided to start doing NASCAR YouTube.
Awesome. And that's
why the name change happened.
Okay. So you're no longer PTM Billy. You're now Cousin Rowdy.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. And I'll be sure to watch out for the name Cousin Rowdy from now on.
Yeah. You have a good night.
All right. You too, Cousin Rowdy, aka PTM Billy. Take care.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. And I hate to say it, we are going to be one last caller for tonight. And there's 11 people still in the waiting room. So I'm going to close my eyes, and we're going to do this like random eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I pick you. Sorry for the burping. But it landed on one of my mods, MVR Owner. He'll be the last one to join us for tonight. Let him join in here. And again, to the 10 of you still in the waiting room, I'm sorry, but the stream only goes for an hour. We will have the podcast tomorrow, and you can be sure to join us on Jarrett's channel for all of that. I know MVR Owner will be there with us in the chat, moderating as always. But MVR Owner, are you there? Are you there? Maybe he won't be
the
last.
Is this on?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okie doke.
How's it going tonight?
We'll see. I'm just waiting for the news to confirm that Vic Fangio is defensive coordinator for the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, you're a big Dolphins fan. I forgot about that.
Yes.
What? Okay, not talking about football. What do you want to talk about for NASCAR going into this season?
There's a lot to think about. A lot of the new rules that came out and stuff. Like, whoa. I think the best one by far is banning the what do they call it? The move where Chastain smashed the wall and then rode around it.
Yeah, you call that.
I think that was
the Chastain rule, basically.
Why not? We have a Tuck rule, so might as well have a Chastain rule.
Yeah.
So
basically, they made a Kyle Busch rule.
True. And it's going to save a lot of money on the cars because I can't imagine how much it costs to repair Chastain's vehicle.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, probably the vehicle and the wall. Yeah,
that's true. I'm sure both were very costly procedures there. Give me your biggest hot take for this year. What do you predict to be the biggest hot take for this season?
I gotta think of one because I have my hot takes for everything except NASCAR. I'm going to have to say Bubba Wallace wins 4 races this year.
I'm not going to go that strong on him this year. And spoiler alert for my prediction series, I'm going to have him with 2 wins this year. Where they come? You'll just have to wait and see my predictions video. I already gave one out in that series and said I think he wins Kansas in the spring.
I think one of the races he wins is the Daytona 500 for sure.
Oh. I could see it. I don't predict it, but I could see it.
Too many second place finishes. Eventually he's got to get his first place. So
and he's driving for Denny Hamlin, one of the best of this current generation of drivers at Daytona.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of people who won't agree with that. But hey, I got to admit to Bubba Wallace, he's pretty dang good at these super speedways, so got to give him that.
Yeah, he is. That's why it's not a shocker for me if he wins the 500. He should have won it last year.
He was close.
I will have to say that I did wish that the Daytona 500 coincidentally was on my birthday, and I actually wished for a Penske car, mostly Joey Logano, but a Penske car to win the 500, and it ended up happening.
Yeah, you got Austin Cindric,
who is my number 2 guy, which is funny.
Yeah, oddly enough, number 2 is number 2.
Yes.
Well, I see someone who's definitely not a Bubba fan. But hey.
Oh, who is it? Do I gotta take care of him?
No, just don't worry about it. As long as they don't go say anything too downright nasty about him, they just don't like him. They just don't like him. That's gonna happen.
Okay.
But anyways, Appreciate you helping out, mod the chat. But you can take care of this person who just came into the chat.
Who is it? I see him.
I'm not going to say the name. And I hope you
I
won't
just
either.
noticed it.
Yeah. Appreciate you doing that work as always. Looks like Cito took care of that one for us.
Yeah. Can I say the one thing I have to say about Cincinnati, or is it illegal to say?
Well, it depends what you're going to say.
The Joe Burrow thing?
Well, sure, go ahead.
Joe Burrow's paternity test is going to test negative.
Yeah. Oof to the Bengals. They got my Titans last year, but they couldn't get to the Super Bowl this year. Well,
And all I got to say is that I'm happy that the fraud full of Bills didn't make it in.
honestly, I'm glad my Titans didn't make it in this year because they would have just been embarrassing if they somehow made it into that.
Are you hoping quarterback in next year's draft, or what you thinking?
I don't even know what to think at this point. I mean, we didn't get a healthy Tannehill at the end of the year. We didn't have a line that could protect anyone at quarterback. So I don't even know what to do. We need more receiver talent to replace A.J. Brown. I wish they would go and get Jalen Hyatt, but I think they're going to let him go to someone else. I wish they would get Jalen Hyatt in the first round and then go get Hendon Hooker in the second round, let Hendon heal up, and then reunite those two and keep them in Tennessee. I wish they would do that, but that's not going to happen.
Is that odd that I hope that – is that odd as a Tua fan to hope that Henderson Hooker would actually drop to the second round and the Dolphins can pick him up for a backup?
Hendon Hooker, he's got to heal. I don't see him as a backup, though. Whoever takes him is going to get a steal of a quarterback. I can just say that. But I will say this, and last thing about the Vols, I'm looking forward to this year more so than I was this past year because I really think I really like Joe Milton for this next season. I think he could have a good chance of maybe even doing better.
Is that the guy that replaced Hooker that had like that cannon arm?
Yeah, so Joe Milton, if you're not as familiar with Tennessee football, he was actually supposed to start over Hendon Hooker originally, but he had too many problems with overthrowing. But being back up to Hendon Hooker, him becoming good friends with him, he learned a lot from Hendon Hooker. And in the games we've seen of him this past year, and in the bowl game especially, you could tell he's gotten better with that accuracy. So watch out for the Vols next year. They could even be better next year.
Tennessee versus Georgia for the national championship game.
If we even let them get that far. That's the thing about this SEC East. Each team has to get through each other. So whoever wins that one, they're pretty much in control.
That is true. We almost wasn't it close to having two? No, never mind. I'm backwards on my divisions.
If the Vols hadn't messed up against South Carolina, they probably would have been in the playoffs. But that was their fault for not coming to play at every game this year.
I mean, that's the same case with the Dolphins. We almost missed the playoffs because our team didn't come.
Yeah. Well, MVR owner, going to let you go, and I'm going to get ready to end this stream. And I'm tired. I've had a good long day at work and went to the gym. Now we're doing a live stream. I'm about ready to go to bed.
I am too. I have too many tests to do.
Oh, I do not miss those days. I just like it that I get up each morning, I clock in, I make my YouTube videos for my employer, and I go to the gym, and then that's my day.
Sounds fun.
All right. Take care, man. And we'll see you in the future. And podcast tomorrow. See you there.
Oh, yes. See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
And I see Hunter Nixon is celebrating his Georgia Bulldogs and their championship. He said they're going for 3 in a row. It's going to be tough. I think it will be tough. Every SEC team is starting over. Basically, they've all lost. They've all had to restart their quarterbacks this year. But Tennessee, I think, has the better restart going back to Joe Milton. I realize my camera's lagging out here and there. There it goes again. So this is probably a good time to go ahead and be ending the stream. We did have one super chat coming tonight. Need for Speed 5353. Appreciate the $2. They just said super chat. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. We will probably not do one of these next week. I'll have some bosses of mine from California in town. So might be going to dinner with them one night next week, and I'm not sure what date it is, but probably if the dinner happens on Monday and my Tuesday's pretty free, might schedule another one of these. But if I do not, we will at least be having the podcast coming up. Starts tomorrow on Jarrett's channel, The Iceberg, and then NASCAR podcast is back, well, weekly after that. And this show will probably be a weekly series. If it's not next week, it will be at least after the Daytona 500. But until next time, thanks for watching. And I really do hope you have a great day. If you are new to my channel, be sure you give us a like and subscribe to DannyBTalks and click the notification bell so that you never miss another new video or live stream from here on my channel. And until next time, have a great day. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video from DannyBTalks. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. You might like all the other videos here on this YouTube channel. I talk about all things NASCAR, past, present, and future. Until next time, have a great day. Bye guys.